Hello. Hi guys, we're going to do the intro to this haul a little bit different. You can see we're in a car. We are actually just now leaving Aldi. This was our very first time at an Aldi. It just opened 4 days ago here in our town. I thought it'd be good so Nate could give his impressions too. We definitely have some opinions. We just left. We didn't spend all that much, but I'll still show everything laid out and like the prices with everything for you guys. So please do give this video a thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. I tried to get a little bit of video clips of certain things that like we might talk about and I could insert for you guys too. What was your first impression when you walked in?
Stuff was in boxes. It felt like a grocery outlet.
Yeah.
The moment I walked in.
I agree.
I was looking forward to the quarter thing, but I don't think they have that set up yet for the carts.
They had like a guy actually just like getting it out for you and stuff, but it had the whole like put your quarter in the cart thing and then you put it back and then you get your quarter back. So that's a thing, but you guys had already like told me about that. Everything was like in kind of like, you could tell it came in like boxes and they just kind of cut open the boxes instead of like lining things up. I hear that's part of like how they cut costs on things too. So I mean that part doesn't really bother me at all, but just so you know. For me, my first impression, I would say like right when you walk in is all like produce. That was good. That was like a good first impression, right? It's all the good healthy stuff. But immediately after, for myself, and I'm just being honest, it was like flashbacks of how, I told him, of how we used to eat. And a lot of just, I'm sorry to say it, but kind of just that garbage food, you know, the processed food that is filler food almost. And don't get me wrong, we're not perfect and we still eat some things that aren't great for us. But I felt like I was walking into just a plethora of it, you know, like it was just every option of bad is how I felt. And I just was like, oh God, okay, there's not much here for me is how, you know, I took it. Then we were trying to find specifically like the vegan options and stuff too. And there were some, and we definitely picked up what we could to share it with you guys, but there wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot. Yeah, I don't know. And so at the end too, we asked one of the guys like, you know, is this like a normal, what we should expect? And he was saying that like eventually since it just opened, they'll kind of go based off of like requests from people of what they want, and they can get more of certain things in. So we're kind of wondering if maybe that's what it was too.
And even the way he phrased it when I asked it, he already knew what I was getting at. The moment I asked, he was like, oh no, grand opening, we kind of got this, and then we'll be able to order here soon. But he was reassuring that it wasn't the norm. So we have to kind of take that into effect, because for me, I know for a lot of us, we go in and we have to like hunt for some of the vegan options and things like that. I felt like I was digging to try and find stuff.
There was one frozen section of like all vegan stuff. That was fine. That was good. But literally that was it. Everywhere else it was just meshed in with other things and it was very hard to find. We got like a vegan cheese and a vegan sour cream, but it was hard to find. Checkout was a little bit different. Not that it's like the end of the world, but just to give you our impression. Like Nate was very anxious about it. He did not like it.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's very shaky. Did not like that. It was very much you put it on the belt, they scan it, they throw it right back into your cart, and then there's like a counter where you can go bag it all yourself, and he just didn't like it. Is this a make or break for many people? Of course not, but again, just giving you our feedback. It was kind of funny. He's like, I don't like this.
No, it was by far the biggest turnoff, because when I load things in my cart and I put things on the conveyor belt thing, right? I put them how I want them to be
go
bagged.
into the bags.
I put them in the order in which, and this guy was just like, we're going to top route this, we're going to put this in the front of the cart, the back of the cart, and I got my cart back with I was like, what the hell was he even thinking? Like, he actually like went out of his way to make it disorganized. And I don't know. And the whole counter, I get that that's a convenience thing or whatever, but like you're just like cramming people at the front of the store where the door is. Not my style. Right. That's just me.
Now, again, I think I don't want to say that like I hated it or anything. It just wasn't what I thought But it's funny because a lot of you said you're either going to love it or you're not, you know, it's just kind of one of those, it's for you or it's not. And I feel like I will want to revisit it and see if it does change a little bit of what kinds of things they have. But right now, I don't know. I mean, they did have some like trail mix stuff that looked pretty good and relatively, you know, cheap, but so does Trader Joe's. You know, around the same price and delicious options and all that. So there wasn't anything, again, that I saw that really set this apart from a different place that we already go to that makes me want to go back for sure. However, we definitely, like I said, picked up a bunch of their like meat alternative, vegan friendly like patties and stuff. What if those are amazing? You know, and different. So I can't say that 100%, but just off the bat, you know, like there's nothing that's really standing out. But yeah, Nate's not really about it, so I wanted him to give his opinion to this a little bit, and I'm not sure yet. Yeah, for me it just was really like, again, it just kind of like stood out as a lot of unhealthy stuff. Like I saw a ton of SpaghettiOs. Now, me and SpaghettiOs go way back.
Yes, we do.
But that's just kind of where like I saw that, and then I saw it right next to other stuff that was just basically the same thing. And it was like overwhelming of that. But at the same time, I also saw that they had like a lot of home products, like coffee makers, a panini maker, and like a lot of storage, like bins and shelves, and a lot of home decor that was really, really good priced. I didn't really need anything, but that was kind of cool. I will say that was cool.
It was. I thought some of that was actually some pretty cool stuff.
And like bath mats, and then they even have bedding and stuff, like just, you know, a small selection, but like they had it, and it was pretty cheap. So that was cool. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed, I will say, just my first impression, but that's what happens too when you put it up here before you even get there.
We've been waiting for him to open this for like a year too, so we've been like, Let's do it.
I don't know. So we'll see. But that's just kind of where I'm at. But I would love to hear from you guys too, like things that like we must try from there. And again, if ours, in time gets it, that's great. And I would totally try it, of course. But yeah, let us know the must have items, must not have items, what you do like about it, what you don't like about it. Please sound off, because that's really the point of this right now, is just to share that. But I'm going to get this stuff home, lay it all out, and I'll show you what we got. All right, so here is a quick layout of everything we got. I think off the top of my head, we spent like under 80, so it really wasn't too much, but I should definitely show you what we got. Started with, again, the produce right when we walked in, which they did have a great selection of. They did. So we got a thing here of romaine hearts. I did notice, though, that a lot of their stuff wasn't organic, which is not a make or break for me, but I know for some people that is definitely something they look for. There was some options, but again, not for everything, and this was one of those items that they did not have. But anyway, I got one thing here of the romaine hearts, and then I got a bunch of broccoli here. They come in like little packs of like 2 crowns of them. And I have been doing this in the air fryer, you guys. It is so, so good. I'm telling you, if you've never tried air fried broccoli, it is incredible. So I got a bunch of these this time because it goes very fast though too when you do it that way. So we'll be set for a few days there. And then I got a thing here of asparagus. Love asparagus. It's good stuff. We were going to get more, but just so nothing goes bad, we just stuck with one for now. Got some of these gala apples here. We probably should have gotten more. I have just been so much on an apple kick. Here's what kind of we have left. Those are ready to go like to the freezer now. But I have some green apples left here. And then there's even a couple on that one too. Anyway, I've just been eating a lot of apples. My kiddo loves them too. We each eat at least one a day. So got some of those. And then this was a weird one too. Maybe it was just where it was stored or just on the truck or whatever. But this one was okay. This bundle of bananas. But Nate was like gonna grab more because again, we've been eating a lot of those too. And guys, they were so hot to the touch and they were so mushy because of the heat. And it was a little weird. I've never really felt that before. And we're like, yeah, let's not. This one was fine. But I think it was just the way that it was like stored before they brought it out maybe. It's a little weird, but got a thing of bananas. I got some raspberries here. These were a pretty good price. Again, the strawberries did not look very good, but they haven't looked good like anywhere right now. They're going out and it's just not their time. So gonna say bye to the strawberries. And then I got some zucchini here too. I haven't bought zucchini in a while. I used to buy this like all the time and always incorporate it. And for whatever reason, I haven't and I wanted it again. So got 4 of those. And then Nate said at work the other day, they had blackberries there. And he's like, I haven't had blackberries in so long and they were so good. So he wanted a couple little packs of blackberries. Personally, it's not the flavor, like the flavor's good, but I don't love them because I don't love all the seeds in them. Like I don't like the way it feels in my mouth. That's what she said. Got some blueberries here as well. You guys know I love my blueberries. Now, I'd mentioned to you guys on yesterday's vlog that like I haven't had oatmeal in like 3 weeks, which was true. But you guys know when I did, I'd always put blueberries on it. Well, it's funny. I said that and it was true when I said it earlier in the week of that vlog, but I was just craving it, you guys, yesterday. And so it was like my first time having it after weeks and gosh, it was so good, but I was missing blueberries. And so I'm bringing it back. I probably won't have it every day like I was, but maybe here and there. Anyway, it's just, if you follow me, you know this is a big deal. Got some grapes here. I got the red grapes and then some green grapes. Been on a kick of grapes too lately. Very, very good. And again, something my kiddo really enjoys as well. Got some sweet potatoes, which is something, again, I've been eating pretty much daily as well. I did them in the air fryer last week, wrapped them in foil, kind of like a baked potato, but did them in the air fryer. It was easy and they were really, really good. But admittedly, I do think they are much better in the, like just a pan fried, like, oh, so good with a little bit of coconut oil and that chili lime seasoning. I am telling you, you just can't beat it. So got some more of that to make some more of that. And you know what though? It just kind of reminds me, and we were talking about like some of their, veggie patties and stuff. I don't even think I saw tofu there, guys. And the reason why that reminded me is just because I usually pair that up with like a tofu scramble. And I'm sure they had tofu. I feel like everywhere has tofu, but I didn't see it. Now that I just said that. Anyway, got some of these yellow onions too. I've been putting this in many dishes, including scrambles actually. And then got some of these green onions here. These were a good price. These were only like 50 cents, which is really, really good. And today is actually Sunday. This will go up tomorrow. And it is football Sunday. And we decided we would do like a pizza tonight. So we saw this again, right after the produce, it kind of went right into the breads. And I saw this there and it looked really good. And I was about it. So it's a 2-pack of the stone oven baked artisan flatbread. So then when we got this, I was like, well, we'll have to see, do they have any like vegan pepperoni and that kind of thing. And again, didn't ever find any. But I did find the vegan mozzarella style shreds. I've never tried their brand, of course. What we also figured out, and again, you guys might know this if you already are shoppers at Aldi, but I believe this Earth Grown brand is kind of their store brand. And most of the things that we got that are vegan friendly are by this brand. Again, never have had it before, but this off the bat does kind of remind me of what the Trader Joe's ones look like. Their mozzarella style shreds look like this to me too. So we'll see. And on those ones in particular, I don't hate them, but I don't love them. So we'll see. But I'm going to use that for this. And we'll have to just put some veggies and stuff on it and make it work. But I'm excited to try that. By the way, on the vlog too, I need to do dishes. But that is the oven I was talking to you guys about that I'm going to show you more of this upcoming vlog. Isn't it so pretty? It's so pretty. And I love it. But we haven't used it yet technically. And we're going to do these pizzas in it for sure. So I will definitely share that with you guys again on the next vlog. Anyway, I don't know if I showed these little potatoes, but got some of these. We really like to have these too, just every once in a while. I got some of these little tomato sauces. They were like 24 cents. Could not beat it. And just going to season these up and use them as our pizza sauce for that. Super simple. Saw that they did have a sour cream. Now, sour cream is very like hit and miss in my opinion on like the vegan ones. Like some of them are bomb and some of them are terrible. So I'm really curious to actually try this and see where it, you know, goes on that scale. And let me know if you've tried it though, what you think. Again, with some of the breads too, I saw that they had these sandwich skinnies, they call them. Basically, they're 100-calorie little like flat breads. They're actually really, really good. I like to have them sometimes just with like avocado, kind of like an avocado toast, or even just peanut butter, because peanut butter is everything. And got some of these ciabatta rolls, which my kiddo loves. So I don't really eat these too much myself anymore, but he seriously loves those. So got those. Got some Tapatio, just needed some more. This was like a really good price there too. I will say some of these things definitely you could not beat the price, which is awesome. But then other things too, I think that's at most stores though, like other things were not the best price, you know. It's kind of funny how certain things are, certain things aren't, and I think that's how they get you. But got that. And then here is where we got into some of the frozen items that they had a vegan section actually dedicated to. And this is again the Earth Grown brand. I got these soy protein burgers. Right next to this one, they did have a vegetarian option. They almost look identical. So I'm glad I caught that, and I'm glad they put this up here on top so it makes it easy. And I noticed it didn't have that. So again, it made it kind of quick and easy to know which ones are and which ones aren't. So I like that. And yeah, I have not tried these at all before, but the soy protein burger, 16 grams of protein on them, just if you want to see the macros too. 100 calories is really, really good for, you know, a higher protein patty. Usually they're a little bit more calories. So I'm excited to try those. Got the black bean chipotle burger. Be interesting to see if it's kind of similar to the Gardein ones. We'll see. Just to show you the macros if you're interested as well. 150 calories and only 2 grams of protein in this one though. And then the meat-free chickenless tenders. Now, at glance, they kind of look like the Gardein ones as well. And I'm curious to see how they, you know, compare. So we got those for that reason. And again, macros there, 3 tenders, 190 calories, 13 grams of protein. I think that's pretty much like the Gardein ones too. And then the meat-free chickenless patties as well. Kind of looks like the breaded Boca ones a little bit. 190 calories, 11 grams of protein, a little higher in fat. But that's okay, it's breaded. And also, you guys told me that their meatballs are very, very good there. And they had 2 flavors. They had the classic and they had the zesty Italian, that they're very similar to the Trader Joe's ones as well, which I love. So I did go ahead and get both of those to try out as well. So we definitely stocked up on this stuff just to try it for you guys too. So I'm curious how those will all rank. I also did see that they did have, this is our like go-to must-have coffee for cold brew coffee. Now we've kind of cut back on it because it is getting cooler, so we drink a lot more hot coffee, but we get this like every week at Vaughn's, which is just kind of the place we go to for fill-ins, right? And they always have it there. Now this was about 50 cents cheaper there, which was awesome. So it's cool to know that they actually have this there. And I don't even think they had the other one. This is the unsweetened one, which is what we like. And there's always like a sweetened version too. And I don't even think they had it. But anyway, loved finding that there. But what that reminds me of though too, is they had some almond milk selections, but they only had one soy milk, and it was the sweetened version. And we don't buy that one. We like the unsweetened vanilla or unsweetened original, and they didn't have it. So that was a little disappointing. But that was everything that we got. Again, I don't want this to be like a complaining video at all. We just kind of wanted to give our feedback of like pro and con of what we like thought. I'll definitely go again. I just kind of want maybe even more time for it to maybe get certain things in that they can actually request in per people's recommendations. Right now, I think they just got like a good variety of everything for their grand opening, and it's just not really geared towards us yet, if that makes sense. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up, guys. And of course, in the comments, let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Aldi for those of you that have them? And let me know. Anyway, guys, hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys